Hello. Is there a team BB2 can't beat? I guess we'll find out. I'm pretty sure my crosshair is weaker than Omega now. At least that's what I typed into Hotbot. I guess I should double check. Yep, looks correct. Yeah, Ahsoka's unwinnable. Okay, technically not unwinnable, but it would just either require perfectly managing Crosshair, and even then it's a shit matchup because of the bounce don't. It would be a matchup where you would have to bench Crosshair. And also, I think the stealth bug rears its head there because of Ezra hitting 50. Alright. Shall we? Alright, we are fighting non-support Kron. We are fighting Barris Kron Malicos. I am not bringing the Dark Side Kron this time, like yesterday. Almost fucked things up. We are running Armor Pen. So there's a lot of questions of like, is Stark Herald's going to go off? Are we able to eat that shit? Do we ever need to worry about like running some bulk stats here? How does this shit resolve? Do we have enough killing power? Do we have too much killing power? Do we have not enough survivability? Bad Batch are just a hyper customizable team. But that also means you are kind of committed to whatever you choose to bring. Alright. How is this supposed to play? Also, just to make sure. Yeah. The man is not going to be weakest. So, Stranger should poke Wrecker. Crosshair should get stunned. Bonus turn should kick in. Nobody should be stunned because Crosshair should cleanse himself. We take bonus turns. I don't know. I assume his bonus turn will override ours off of the Omega assists. There is a question of whether Omega is beneficial or not for the matchup, right? Obviously, they are very interested in punishing his heavy assisters. But Crest is going to be assisting anyway, so what the fuck? Why would you cut Omega for that purpose? If you're already going to be assisting anyway, unless you're talking from an angle of, oh, this matchup's actually better if you don't have Crosshair Omicron. But I can't do anything about that. And to that end, Armor Pen Crons with Omega are very fucking good. So I would like to continue to explore them. So I guess we'll just see how this shit flows. I think it's gonna be Kind of batshit. Alright, there it is. Omega did not get stunned. We got stunned as correct. It looked like he went twice. Which is kind of weird. I think the self damage is causing him to lose Shaken faster, which is very interesting, but is also possibly problematic. Or it's not necessarily problematic. Is not the right word. It is throwing things off, or at least it's making this combo not as optimal as it once was. I think we just heal record just to reset all the bonus turns. Like, look how much target practice we're making. This is very, very different than I was expecting. Needless to say, they are very dead. Okay. Good talk. Firm handshakes all around. Handshakes? Question 2. How do we get out of here with full banners? Answer. I don't know that we are. No, I know how. Okay, okay. You need to go. Now, we hit the community. We almost kill him. And then we sandbag. Ah, but the healing immunity is on. You. -2, I guess. Alright, -2. Cal now has 100% extra offense. Beware. Alright. That's it for Stranger. Yeah. Probably not post him until more comes out. Very smooth. That was... I don't know what that was. Like... And somehow our bonus turns seemed to overflow him? It was triple Omicron, wasn't it? Yeah. Crossing Error coming online still felt fine. I mean, it wasn't like... So basically, the combo is built off of very specific Terminator games to like try to maximize it. So it felt worse in the sense that, oh man, I'm like missing out on a ton of value. But the end result was still they're fucking dead, so it's fine. It's just it's another quirk of Bad Batch, which is a very in-depth, involved team. Yeah, we will have to know in future cases. Self-damage cases like Malicos, I guess, will accelerate us for better and for worse. I don't know, it's kind of cool, actually. It's a curse that could work as a gift. Alright, what are we doing? Do we just BKM here? Do we want to try JML without JKR? I kind of need to refresh on the Order 66 sources that we do not run into. I mean, I remember it as like, I thought it was Dispelling Scorch. Yeah, Dispel Tough from scores. They're inflicted with Order 66 for 2 turns. But then how did Revan get Order 66? I know it's CX2 whacks you 3 times. I know it's Oppo with the AoE. But they have to have 8 dots, which we most assuredly probably did not. Alright, if we want to wean off of JKR, what do we run? Also, let's think this through. Because I don't, like... Okay, how do we play Gas and not waste him? Because we don't really need Gas to AoE during JKL stun. Unless we just save JKL stun instead of Gas, since Gas can't help himself. Gas AoE turn 1, JKL stun turn 2, which would actually tee up well with Gas lesson kick turn 2 to reset for AoE turn 3. Actually satisfies some conditions. That might be the play. Very good thing for the 32 months. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Okay, who are we running? Normally in a non-roll cron season, I would probably just lean towards some shit like Barris. Let me just do like a quick kit sweep. Refresher. Control of Order 66. Yeah, Oppo. That's what I thought. As we said, CX2. LV gains 25% ult charge whenever an enemy is inflicted with Order 66 is something I did not remember. Good to refamiliarize. But yeah, otherwise, same thing we already said. Order 66, DCT. Okay, DCT has, if the target enemy was already stunned or ability blocked and all allies are the usual factionals, inflict Order 66. But Ribbon literally can't be stunned if I remember right, so it can't have been that. So what possibly did it? I don't understand. Last time that I played this, at some point we should just pull up the VOD, alright? Last time I played this, my Revan first turn was Mark on Oppo, I believe, because DCT was unavailable. How does that translate into Revan getting marked based on all the mechanics that we just went through? If my Cal had gone first, which I don't think he did, if he was marked to basic on Scorch, then Revan causing Cal to assisting on Scorch would somehow maybe cause it to count as Revan's turn, giving him 66. We are so far in the weeds, and I'm pretty sure my Revan 1 second. You should move the taunt. Yeah, but we didn't. I marked on Oppo. Alright, we're not turning this into a... I'm just gonna check the water real quick. I'm not even gonna take the time to show it on stream, because this will hopefully only take 2 seconds. See, I'm trying to cross-check for why I lost JKR, but we're kind of trying to wean off of JKR, right? So, do we even care? YouTube appears to just be fucked. Why is this so hard to find? Did I not play it? Oh, that was because Twitch was missing, or YouTube was missing part of the VOD. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, he didn't die because of Order 66. But the man largely just got crushed of his own volition, I guess. Huh. So the criteria is a man who possibly won't fucking die. A man who can handle his own shit. Okay, if I'm trying to think practically, also, it could just be that we just run LS bulk instead of LSDM if the man catching strays is the issue. I don't... I'm gonna have this most an attacker. I think we need to take a long sit down with Jedi. I was already saying this before Set 25 started for other reasons. Okay, I think I need to sit down and rework my Jedi speed order, which is not something I've done in quite some time. Revan going first just feels fucking awful. Beyond awful. So that would be good to be off of. Maybe we go gas fastest? Or maybe it's just Cal. Cal fastest sounds like a good default to me. Because then you just get to interplay off of... Although... Cal fastest kind of wastes the turn pass. What if it's gas fastest, Cal second fastest? Gas goes first, AoEs, Cal pass back, Gas gets an immediately cycle kick, which would then, well, I'm talking myself out of it, but I'm actually kind of talking myself into it. I was already trying to work towards JKL lead against other stuff. Having immediate turn to another gas AoE will kind of cut out the need for turn to JKL AoE stun. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. That is moving towards further Jedi independence, taking JKR and JKL out of the equation. It's again really just a question of which bodies would show up instead. Unfortunately, I think Luminard would share a similar issue to Revan of just being hyper fucking squishy. Lunar would be the value add for... Is she on defense? Yeah, she's on defense. Fuck. I could try bringing him, but I feel like he's just going to get rocked again. And I don't know if there's too terribly much I could do to stop it. I was in defense stance when it happened to him. The only thing I could do more is cycle out of defense stance to try to get him protection out back. How's Arson and Master Qui-Gon been? I have not fought against any opponents who posted good enough stuff or did well enough that I've really had to limit test it. Hopefully, as I continue to climb ranks, I can get a more informative or more fun to watch answer for you. But so far, because Set 25 has just been so destructive, QA and a lot of teams have just been kind of phoning it in, not undersizing, just collecting a 65, and oftentimes even just like a 63. I will run Revan until... or for the rest of this week, probably. And then I think we wean off after we spice up the Jedi mods. Because right now it's what? 295... 302? I mean, we're kinda. He's definitely not. Yeah, he's on speedless. Okay, the speedless is also a problem for this. The speedless, yeah. Again, he's not really for this purpose. He is for his own lead purpose. Alright, good to know or good to remember. I will try to keep that in mind. Okay, so we don't really want to dispel Scorch if at all necessary. Unless LV already has full ult charge. Duly noted. Loki. Not now, bud. Yeah, so it'd be good to be cleansed around this time as well, which Cal first would benefit. Because we could make turn meter. Especially if we... Dude, if we bring Yoda back, I am so fucking down. No, I made the same fucking mistake again, dude. It's the same shit. I like the gas passback sounds sick until you realize that, yeah, he just doesn't have lessons yet. Alright, I just need to focus up. Well, there's the Order 66. Dude, Rivet was so close to taking a turn. How did we not get there? It's because I did a route to JKL stun. Having a 0-speed JKL is fucking with the flow a lot, I think. This is going to suck a bit. Yeah, I'm behind on lessons too because of the shit that I was doing. Or because I was trying to take a slightly overcomplicated route. I am trying my damn best to keep Cal going. I don't think it's satisfied. Okay, he didn't AoE. Oh fuck, there's 20 seconds left. I am glad I looked. Any reason I'm not bothering with killing LV first? I mean, the man doesn't really do anything to us as long as I'm playing correctly. Dude, there. So much shit feels out of whack right now. The slow JKL, I really like the gas and JKL ping pong, but the fact that they happen back to back, I mean, I wasn't the same thing twice because it's a good move on paper, but the fact that gas doesn't get to refresh lessons really just kind of makes it suck ass worse. Did he knock shit around? I think he did. Loki. Loki. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm running the cleanest version of things right now, but my Jedi were on a very specific track before Set 25 rolled around, and I seemingly just have not taken that shit off since. So, yeah, that shit has repercussions. Turns out JKL at +5 speed doesn't exactly get active. I mean, hey man, in the same vein though, running GMY for not running Luminara, fucking GMI is the OG. You show me a GMY, I will make some shit happen. In fact, I wonder if we could just go very, very old school. Old school, but mixing gas. Just go like GMI Barris, Jolty gas. The riposte does a lot for us, though. Alright, what are we doing here? We did Bad Batch. So I assume this is just SLK. One would think. Alright, looks. Come on, bud. You're making me nervous. Doki. See, that's cool. Good call. Thank you, bud. Alright, anything I'm not remembering? I don't know if I ever ran this with just like 2 tank. You get an on-screen cat today. There's only one around me at present. I think he's kind of just chilling. If the opportunity arises, sure. There, I sounded the alarm slightly. Alright, what are we doing? Two tank, no dry. Set our behavior. Yeah, we want it to be crew because of off balance, right? I think in the past I was doing Faust because of Seer, but Seer currently out of the equation, so the math adds different, so yeah, fuck it. Why not? That is a crazy fast ult, but that is good for us, no? Because now we just get crazy bulk stack almost immediately from all the off balance. Why did he ult almost immediately? Was it just because I was hitting the lead? She is dazed. Oh, he was too belligerent to die. Thank you, Silva Omicron. He did not make it to crit immunity. I'm so sorry. Why is this so fucking oppressive? Why are we doing so well? Like, our protection has never once fallen below full. Wow. This shit is ass. I don't understand a lot of things. I don't understand why that played so differently than previous. That seems crazy to me. I don't know. Alright, do we just do BKM for a cheap back wall opener? What type of flavor are you? You are not even on a light side. At all. You are health. I will note for the crowd. Bad Batch 2 has plus 50%. What are you doing? Brother, what? Bad Batch 2 has plus 50% on protection, and while health is obviously targeting support synergy, does not hit matchups like this. Specifically. The real GL cat content. I mean, for his current candor and behavior, I'm a little bit fearful for my life. He is up to no good. No, it's a dark side. It's not even. There's no need to check if it's LSTM. It is nothing. So we should be going first then, right? Democrat health things. Technically true, but also broadly for our play pattern. I'm not sure if it will really matter. I mean, then again, maybe the protection wouldn't matter. Bad Batch 2 is good with both health and protection, but if I'm posting them on defense, if I remember right, I always tended to prefer protection, at least on the squishies. I think it had protection on the squishies and health on record. Sorry, what are we doing? What happened to my filters? Hello? Oh yeah, bulk check. How fast are they? 309. That might put me under. Crit damage. Oh boy. Fucking shoot, man. I switched to offense mods back when BKM Cron came out. Or not BKM Cron, the mass assist one that made them assist like 6 times a cycle. Just like with Speedless JKL. I just haven't touched it. Protection? Question mark? Tankron. I mean, we already established that Tankron on pause is extremely fucky, right? But also, it's not LSTM. Also, not LSTM. Tank health LSTM. I only have 2 LSTMs left, apparently. Hey, quick powwow. Obviously, no. Usually, yes. Usually, yes. I mean, I know that she has her crit damage with a splash of crit chance Kron that's on bulk. I mean, if she's just turn 1 to AU equal, then increasing anyway, right? Question 2. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Okay, they're not going to do much early. Okay, they do have the revive block for the Omicrons being on. Yeah, I think we want to LSTM. It would behoove us. Yeah, it's been nice. I was beginning to think it just wasn't going to happen. I don't know how to feel about Tankron here, but apparently the Kron that I've been using for them recently is just on defense probably, so I guess we will see how I feel about Tankron. I'm pretty sure this shit still does not work. Yeah, didn't he come out of captive last time? I wonder if I should drop Omega. See, the problem is the Tankron will kind of tutor them into correctly attacking the same person. The way I see it. Also, she can't go into captive. Yeah, it's you. It's always been you. Nice aim, nerd. You suck at this. See, pause is semi-working correctly this time. Well, the snipe's almost online. Pause, eat that shit. We will see if I was correct or incorrect. Going for Omega first. Not too fond of having to take this basic attack. Why are they locking in? Because Badger's not present. That is why I was giving them extra careful consideration. To be clear, the only reason why I gave such a shit about this stealth bug for the most part, that it affects some possible counters like SLK, sure. But a major part of it was because I thought the team would be defensively viable if they ever got fixed, and it just never got fixed. Also, time is becoming a factor again. I'm yapping too much today. Oh, that's clearly a timeout. Did I waste too much time talking, or did this just have insane stall on it? I'm not sure. Like, obviously this was here. It felt like, I mean, there's no sort of cooldown increase on the team. It felt like my BKM was just taking fucking forever to cycle back to specials. Maybe I was just yapping. That sucks. I'll have to be cleaner at other battles to make up for it. That feels like an unforced error, unless I'm just missing something. We also didn't have attacker crown. Maybe that's why it feels different. Yeah, I feel like that's an attacker crown diff. Who has it? I'll figure it out later. You ever pull them out of your team ever more in play stall? No, you just don't run a tank run. Seems like an easy enough fix, because it wasn't remotely coming to time last time. No, I meant that batch. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Your theory of crafting around a scenario that doesn't fucking happen. BCAM would normally have attacker crown there. I am just short on crowns. Terrifying to just lock healer immunity on them. I did look for healer crowns, I just didn't have them. I just had the one Docker crown. I need to rework my crowns for week 3, probably. Wait, isn't this week 3? Next season. Same thing. Well, unfortunately, this is the cleanup. The squad. What do people usually use in the past against this shit? They use JML, they use BKM. It's not really dangerous, but you do have to respect Hunter Spear. That is kind of a non-negotiable. It would be good to represent good, clean banners from here on out. Is it ever Radis? Mega's not critting all that often. Hunter, technically not either. How do we best get through here for cheap? Like, I recognize headcount wise, it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Saw 6, GM is 7. Like, we're representing 7 power teams that, like, I'm probably after here, but we want cheap and we want good. I wonder if it's ever, like, seer. But the problem is any percent health nuke that you have is gonna get kind of trivialized by any whacking that you do on the wrecker prior to. I mean, Geos aren't really built. Troopers kind of aren't really built, but it's support cruns. Maybe that shit doesn't matter. It's troopers against support cron though, and the problem is that Imperial Remnant stacks will get interrupted by the bonus turns. At least twice? Because the worst case scenario will be Wrecker falls below full health once, Omega heals Wrecker, he goes back above 100% health. Bonus turns twice, but then at that point on, it should be straightforward. Would the banners be good? Don't they get protection back on kill? No. There is stacking defenses, one problem. But we do have armor shreds if needed. I mean, you're talking about Afra, but the whole point was to get good banners. Afra is dog shit at that. I mean, she increases hunter cooldowns away from trying to get access to it, which may not be bad, but I don't know, dude. Fuck it. I'm bored. Sure. I don't know why lately I have zero patience for cleanups. I just do not want to fucking deal with that shit. This is the GM cron. You know what? Sure. Somebody I thought he had higher than that. Arukim's good on offense with IG-90. I would not worry about that. We could do another Africa reading as she's coming out, but I would not say I am confident in that prospect. Or rather, she would have to be killing some really sick shit for me to ever want to use her. See, I'm out of form. Fucking set 25 release. I should have been thinking about this fight in terms of not needing to run full team. We did not need to 5-man this cleanup. Alright, blood price paid. We need to lock the fuck in. Luminarchron. Alright. We can get some value back on top hall, probably. What's up here? Maz, Cyrnon Malicos, Saw, Afra. Bulk health. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's him. Alright. It is bulk. We are controlling Ben Solo. This is Luminarchron. Okay, for what it's worth, Luminarchron, we need to be careful with, because, like, if Rey Warwin's on Palpatine, like, Palpatine is predominantly a protection-based tank. I'm sorry, why are you on speed sets? I set you on 3 health set 4 protection primary so fucking long ago. What happened? The CP is very killable, actually. I guess Luminarchron. Do we ever go... Okay, let's see if we can find one to spec. It might need to be this. If we are trying to think this through, it's either that or we would need to be damn sure and damn confident that the Jedi tank eats the Whirlwinds. Now, Luminar, I think, has counterplay, right? It's 2 turns, so technically we could laugh it off with EP and then, like, do an AoE stun, and that will get the production disruption off. But the problem is, if you cash out the stuns, then it actually would mean that you can't do that. No, you would have to EP stun and then laugh, because if you laugh, stun, and hit the stuns, then you would take another turn, then you would have to do another basic, and then you re-up the protection disruption. Weird. I mean, they're obviously very bulky. I don't know if I'm ever supposed to be worried about damage output here. She's probably BB2. I wouldn't really say I'm really worried about that. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to focus her down, right? I'm so used to Barrow's run rules. Yeah, maybe. She will recover 50% protection, but Luminar is very, very squishy. Well, do we run the health as a safety net against Luminara to show due deference? Maybe. If it was preload crown, I did have something ready for it, but we do not need to do it this time. Alright, major quests. Quest or question? Test or question is does the damage feel acceptable here? Fighting a full health Quran, a light side bulk, bunch of R9s, GK. I guess we shall see. Didn't get the inspired off. Kind of over focused on Luminarum. Can I have a shock, please? Any shocks? You just refuse, huh? Yeah, I see him. Ow, but kind of not really. I kind of misplayed this sequence, huh? Why did Visa Smart not heal her health? I'm pretty sure I looked at her and did not see her have healing ability anymore. So why? She still had heal block? I just looked at her and I didn't see it. What? Am I blind? I will say I'm not feeling 100% today, so could be a factor. Oh, she did. She's too slow. I was trying to cycle auto basics just to try to let everyone get this shit off. It just wasn't happening. Damn. Oh no, fortunate. She's not 0 speed. I imagine this will be fairly standard. Kind of want to switch over to like a health attacker cron next week / season. All right, that was persuasive. This goes a lot better if you start with second special. Doesn't that not ignore foresight? What is the benefit? Does the quill increase go through foresight? All right. Treya, Balin, Queen. I'm not sure for OG Seer. Maybe GM. That's probably LV. What are we doing with JMK? Okay, JMK takes something. Do we just JMK undersize here? Okay. Can we three-man all of these? Maybe a GM three-man's here? Alright, the 86 death mark actually kind of spooks me for trying to do a two-man with JMK. We're holding way too much shit. What's the saw config? Tank. But it is crit damage. Well, they're on production at least. An LV underman Jabba. I know it's a favorable matchup. I also don't know that I trust my own personal LV. He's not really built to win. He's built to not lose. There's a major difference. What flavor of Jabba are you? Non-Hut Cartel. Kind of fuck DCT, right? Behold Marin food. Don't care. Fuck. I mean, this is Ampag, but it's not. Don't you need full clones? For what purpose? If all allies are Empire. Start of the encounter. The ally in the lead slot is Lord Vader, and all other allies are Darkseid clone troopers. And there are no enemy galactic legends. Alright, Jabba's frozen, so that'll be off. The ally in the lead slot is Lord Vader, and all other allies are Darkseid clone troopers. What are you talking about? I believe you are mistaken. Alright, the only reason to really bring this fuck is because I'd be nervous that we don't have enough damage output. Because my demon is not built to do damage at all, sans save for like fucking Oppo maybe. You can tell that I'm feeling very good about Lord Vader lately. I think we bring DCT. The fucker's just gonna die. Despite having a lot of mods trying to prevent that from happening. Oh wait, it's not. No, but there's no fucking Embo. It's a. Just fucking kill me. Just put the 65 in the bag. I hate everything about this. Do I be responsible? He's very vaguely close to being properly killable. I will be responsible. Kinda wishing I just hit the button. You fuck off. I should have saved that, I think. Danger should be dead on turn. Yeah, that was a waste of banners. The amp bag does so much against Boba Lead, even with my dog shit mod budget for the squad. Even with them not being built for using on offense at all, it just doesn't matter. I think we can hardcore agree this next time. I wonder if you could ever just 2-man it. I mean, the 2-man Oppo theory doesn't fucking work because it's Oppo's not unkillable. Or is he? Hmm. I'm leaning Balin. I don't know if Balin's actually going to be that great at banners here is the problem. What would? JMK, except for fear of the whole fucking Death Mart issue. Is it permanent? For 2 turns. Still kind of spooky. I think this is probably correct. Nah, but I don't love being feared on open. Especially for snips. I don't know, man. At some point, what are they gonna do to us? If we're cowards, we could always throw in 1 more unit. Wait, we don't start with tenacity before Foresight, do we? Are we just slamming cooldown? I guess. I mean, we start protection up, but the problem is Afra is not gonna. Wait, but she's not gonna threaten. Okay, Afra will not gain any Terminator. She will go at whatever 290, 310 she's sitting at. 313. But JMK will double lap her, and we don't really care about foresighting him. So BT will AoE first turn. That's fine. And then we kind of play this like the double Shen opener, but I don't think we actually get the double Shen because of the fears. The only problem is Snips might walk into this slightly. I think I should just bring GK just to try to... Like, I don't think he's necessary, but he will help slightly. I feel like that could have been a 67, but I don't know. The protection did drop because of torture. Hard to say. Is this ever salty, man? Without Malicos, changes things a lot, right? Do we snipe Maul or Fulcrum? Maybe Maul? The summon comes back once. Do I ever have to worry about timing it on crew? I kinda doubt it. Again, this is a position of, do we take the 2-minute or do I just like slapping Kyle for the fucking bow them down? Having a drop and attacking first is rough. I am inclined to think that I should claw back as many banners as possible. But that being said, we've gone fairly conservative so far. Fulcrum cannot be cooldown increased. That much is true. But Maul will not be on 5-stack immediately. Wonder was prepared to promote them to commander. And... would he respawn with Mark? We also need to remember that visas will need to be shipped. Doesn't she do this shit first even if someone's dead? Alright, fine. She did not auto-cleanse. The reason why I made this decision is because it seemed very likely to me that if we went 2-man, that some banner attacks would happen at some point, so the score would be the same as 3 anyway. So why not bring... it just seemed likely. Still heavily overqualified. But what are you gonna do? Buzzy bee. Wanna hang out? See, I feel like I've had some bleed on both of these squads recently. What's up, bud? Buzzy. Come here. Join us. Buzz. Come here, you dork. Trying to think. Like, Treya, I know people like Talon get marked. Is this ever just Treya Savage 2-man? With respect to Charity Mwe. And to a lesser degree, Kyle. Boys, what is going on?